Calaroga Shark Media.
Another busy and weird one today. Hello, I'm Johnny Mac with your daily comedy news, a daily briefing on stand-up comedy, comedians, and the comedy industry. A sentence the algorithm loves. Tom Segura returning to Minneapolis. Now, I thought this was interesting. He's playing the Acme Comedy Club 3 nights, August 27th, 28th, and 29th. I wonder why Tom Segura is doing club shows. I don't have a theory. I just find it interesting. Maybe he's workshopping. Maybe he's going to record something. But if you're in Minneapolis, a nice small room to see Segura. Industry insider establishment comedian Nikki Glaser was on Kara Swisher's podcast. There's a sentence. Regular old comedian just like you, Nikki Glaser says, I don't live like I see a lot of people living. Also, for fear of if you crash in a private plane, no one feels sorry for you. That's my biggest fear now wherever I'm in one. She joked, if I'm on Southwest, people would be like, oh my God, what a woman of the people. What a hero. She died so young. Nikki said, people hate people flying on private. This elitist B-word, she deserved it. I do feel like it's a huge waste of money. I don't mind flying. I'm not famous enough that it's really a hindrance to me. I'm sure Kara Swisher totally related to Flying Coach. Kevin Hart went on Alex Cooper's podcast. He got in a little trouble. He was describing Timothée Chalamet, and he described Timothée Chalamet as having the body of a German woman. That did not go over well with the Timothée Chalamet fans. There was a little kerfluffle over the weekend. He also made fun of Elon Musk and Nick Cannon. They discussed Bruno Mars. Kevin said Bruno was born in the wrong time. He probably yells at his parents, why didn't you have me in the 60s and 70s? I should have been back there with those guys. He then made fun of Machine Gun Kelly, saying the product of a wrong tattoo choice. There's nothing he can do now. There's nothing he can do about it. He can't cover it up. He can't do anything. It is what it is. He has a full-fledged shirt tattooed on him, just a dark green shirt. Nobody can say anything. Everybody's got to accept it. The Roast of Kevin Hart airs on Netflix. Mother's Day night. Who scheduled that? At least the Knicks game's at 3:30, which also gets the comment, who scheduled that? At least for me, I can watch both. The Roast of Kevin Hart. Sunday, May 10th, 8 East, 5 West. Kevin said, have at it. Say what you want, because I'm going to say what I want. Kevin discussed his career, saying, I've been doing this for so long that the brand of Kevin Hart, sorry to go third person, has become pretty big. So because the brand aspect attached to me in business opportunity, I got commercial in places where I had to, because that's the direction I was going, and rightfully so. Very happy with the decisions I made. He's excited to return to roasting, saying, this is what I do, this is where I started. Ground zero is snapping and jonesing and hitting people below the belt. That's the good stuff. And I think doing that and giving the world an opportunity to see that and laugh at it, I don't give an F. Say what you want, laugh. More from that Variety interview with the Netflix Is a Joke Comedy Festival folks. Variety was excited about the Marcelo Hernandez Show, yeah. Their premise, the Marcelo Hernandez Show, is a huge showcase for Spanish language comedy. What does the global marketplace for comedy look like right now? Good question. Robbie Praw, who runs Netflix Comedy, says what we're seeing is not necessarily emerging markets, but more stand-ups who are successful in the U.S. can now sell everywhere in the world. If you look at people's tour schedules, it's a wide array of where they're able to sell because there's a pocket of mega fans everywhere. Comedy's become a real export around the world, mostly through Netflix. Marcelo may be talking about his mom, but he's talking about my mom too and someone's mom in Japan. Some of those themes are super universal. I just threw up in my mouth. Bob Odenkirk predicts the end of Manosphere comedy. He told the New York Times it is low-hanging fruit. It's like literally on the ground. It's fruit that's on the ground rotting. See, I disagree. Comedy is not actually a fruit, thus it cannot be literally low-hanging fruit. Odenkirk said, Manosphere comedy was the reactionary comedy movement of the last 5 years. I don't think it has a lot of depth to it. It's a movement that I'm happy to see transforming into something else and disappearing or dissipating. Odenkirk made a good point. He argues that audiences often mistake performance for sincerity. Bob said, if you want to say something honest, then you should get off a comedy stage. Everything you say is of construct, everything. Let us use the stage to be as crude as we can be and as clumsy and oafish as we can be. You're not you. You're pretending to be a person named you. Really smart there. That's insightful. For some reason, Dave Chappelle has popped into my head. Rob Schneider was on the Dr. Phil podcast. You got to say one thing about Rob Schneider. He's interesting, right? You may not agree with Rob Schneider, but anytime I mention him, it's always interesting. Schneider told Dr. Phil, when you stop the conversation, that's when violence starts. Dr. Phil said, well, comedy isn't just punchlines, it's social math. In one sentence, a comic can expose what we're afraid to say, what we secretly believe, and what the culture's tripwires are. Schneider said, it's liberating. I mean, if people come to see comedy for any reason, it's to feel liberated. Standing up for what's right and free speech, it's not going to come without a cost. May cost you friends, may cost you a job, a potential job, may cost you money, and it certainly costs me money. A social media clip from Jim Breuer is making the rounds. I played it. I was like, what the hell is Jim talking about? And then I looked it up, so I'll let you sequence the same way. Here's Jim Breuer talking about something.
You forget, a couple years ago, we were putting stickers on gas pumps. And it said, I did that. Have you checked the gas prices lately? Where are the stickers? Where are the stickers? It works for one person but not the other. But it is amazing how much we will go to defend a same scenario because you believe that's your prophet and you believe this one's taking the promised land. It's mind-boggling.
So I did some research, and here's what I think Jim is talking about. People are putting stickers with the face of the President of the United States saying, I did it. People are putting them or were putting them on gas pumps. So it seems that that's what Jim is talking about. Jim Breuer appears to be upset with the price of gas, I think. Not sure. Ophira Eisenberg has announced her new special, I Used to Be Nicer, produced by Louis Black's company, will be on Veeps, 5 p.m. Pacific, Friday, May 15th. In I Used to Be Nicer, Ophira Eisenberg gives a Canadian middle finger to toxic positivity, parenting, marriage maintenance, aging, therapy, and the cost of eggs. She says, I've been told my whole life that I'm so nice. Is this the Canadian in me? The accommodating woman in me? Well, thanks to parenthood, getting a little older, and being told to just be positive one too many times, I can finally say I used to be nicer. Now I'm honest, and it's better for comedy. Yesterday, we talked about Hulu comedy, and if you listen to the show, the Hulu comedy brand, they've gotten some big names, but it's everybody like a little past their prime, and now I'm going to play a trailer for you. This is from Lisa Ann Walter, who is releasing her first stand-up comedy special. It's called It Was an Accident. We are told Lisa Ann Walter is 62 years old and has been doing stand-up comedy for years. And I'm going to play a trailer for you. Now, I've clipped the beginning because the beginning of the trailer, she's yelling, and it's so annoying. So I'm going to lop off the top and get you straight to a joke. Here's Lisa Ann Walter.
I'm thrilled to be here, honestly, because I have twin teenage boys at home, so I'm just happy to be in front of people who like me. All right, where's my LGBTQ? Where are you? Thank you very much. Thanks for coming out. And also coming to the show. Hey! Shut up! I mean, I know what mindfulness is because my kids told me, but I've seen the way I eat, and I'm pretty sure I don't practice it. I don't know why I can't find a fella. I'm pissed off so often lately, you guys, I swear. Because I'm a grown-ass woman in America, and I'm paying attention. If I had known we were headed toward The Handmaid's Tale and I was going to be wearing that big red cape, I wouldn't have cut out carbs. I had a young boyfriend for a while after the divorce. I didn't want to, but I was divorced in LA, and that's the law.
Now, was that not awful? That was awful, right? Like, none of those jokes are good. Anyway, Lisa Ann Walter was an accident, part of Hilarious. Celebrity Traitors, or Celebrity Traitors UK. Is there a Celebrity Traitors USA? I don't know if there is. Anyway, British Traitors is a zillion times better than U.S. Traitors, because U.S. Traitors is people playing reality TV. Oh, I got to come back to that in a second. But British Traitors is like regular people, and it's just way more entertaining. But this time, it's Celebrity Traitors, and there are 5 comedians on it. James Acaster, Joanne McNally, Joe Lycett, Rob Beckett, who if you watched Last One Laughing, you will love, and Ramesh Ranganathan, who was also on Last One Laughing. So reality TV. My other daughter was over at the house, and we were looking for something to watch. I'm like, I kind of want to watch Survivor Season 1. We watched 3 episodes of Survivor Season 1. Oh, my goodness. Saw the scene with Richard Hatch that I played last week. That was one of the episodes. Saw the folks eat rats. They were just munching down on the rats. The challenges were much better. Jeff showed up and made them eat live grubs. Oh, and Jeff, now we had nothing to compare it to at the time, but watching Jeff Probst 25 years later, he's so much better at it now. In those first episodes, he's not good. Even at Tribal Council, you can tell he's just speaking words that he memorized, and it's not natural at all. Now, Season 1, I think it streams, but they've pulled a couple of the episodes for reasons you'd have to ask them. I bought the DVD. I found, it's out of print, but I found a brand new Season 1 DVD of Survivor. Anyway, I'll let you know when I get back to that. If you're at the Sydney Comedy Festival today, it's IKEA Wars. Kieran Bullock takes his cult comedy festival favorite across the globe in IKEA Wars. Bullock turns host, referee, and chaos maker, pitting two contestants against each other in a battle royale. Two people have to build IKEA furniture. Have you ever done that? Oh, I would lose my mind. There's always a piece missing. Maybe it's just me. I'm sure IKEA furniture is wonderful, and they should sponsor the podcast, let's be honest. But if you think it's going to be a straight race, think again. There will be added challenges, forfeits, and hurdles aplenty. But at the end of each night, one contestant will reign supreme as the champion of Sweden. Asterisk, we are told the title is not officially recognized by the Swedish government. Kieran Bullock started the IKEA show in 2019 at the Melbourne Fringe, churning through an assortment of Sweden's flat-packed finest while chatting casually with the audience. On the last night, he decided to try a race format as suggested by a friend, and away we go. If you are in Australia, and I know we have Australian listeners, hello, Aaron. Thursday, May 7th and Friday, May 8th at the iconic Bondi Pavilion. I spent, was it a New Year's Day? Was it a Christmas Day? No, Christmas Day, I was up at the Reef. I spent a New Year's Day, not New Year's Eve, but New Year's Eve Day. That's what, December 31st, daytime at Bondi Beach. I loved it. I got to get back there at some point. That sounds like a fun show. You should go. And let's check in at the Netflix is a Joke Comedy Festival on this Wednesday. We've got Knicks basketball tonight and volleyball. So I have to play volleyball and then come back and watch Knicks playoff basketball on tape. What does that have to do with the Netflix, John? Why did you just randomly bring that up? I don't know. I'm leaving it in. I don't know why I suddenly needed to tell you what I'm doing tonight. Let's see who's doing shows. Michelle Bateau, Chelsea Handler, Birbiglia, Gerard Carmichael, Craig Robinson. I thought you quit comedy, Craig Robinson. Matt Rice at the Comedy Store at 7. Mark Normand at the Comedy Store at 10. Both are sold out. Oh, a just added, this is new. This is like new. Flight of the Conchords. I'm learning this. Oh, see, now, guys. Now, if you had told me Flight of the Conchords had a show on Wednesday night, I would have gone out and done the Diane Morgan Monday, Flight of the Conchords Wednesday. I'm learning this as I look at it. Just added Flight of the Conchords. Oh, wait. They added Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night. Oh, I could have. Guys, you're killing me. Told you Flight of the Conchords. I'm so upset at this because I would have gone out. So annoying. Come on. I'm not doing a bit. I'm genuinely annoyed because I would have gone out if I could have gone out and done Diane Monday and Conchords Tuesday or Wednesday and some other stuff was out there, I would. All right, shut up, John. Host the show. Okay. Tiffany Haddish, Sam J, Vittorio Angeloni at Dynasty Typewriter at 9:30. He's fantastic. Go see him if you can. Drew Lynch, he was a guest on this program at the Ice House at 7:30. And a bunch of other things. But, last night there were a lot of bigger names. But tonight, the big show, Flight of the Conchords. Now, when I recorded, they must have just added this. Because I'll tell you behind the scenes, I'm recording this on Monday, and I recorded Tuesday and Wednesday back-to-back to accommodate my schedule. And they must have just added this because it wasn't on it's still not on the Tuesday schedule. I know that's in your past. It's in my future. So they must have added this like 5 minutes ago. Anyway, I have volleyball tonight at 7:30 and then the Knicks playoff game, and that is your comedy news for today. I'll see you tomorrow.